Okay, just going to have a look at some low risk smart bets. Basically, class this as a smart bet because you're putting a very low amount of risk on qualifying bets, and the bookmakers will give you an incentive to place a bet on a certain match or outcome with a free bet or free spins at the casino, etc. You can lay those bets, so you have a very small qualifying loss, and you have the chance of winning maybe up to £10, £20 in a free bet, etc. Give you an example of one that I've just done. It's with Paddy Power. Paddy Power for the game this weekend between Man City and Chelsea are offering money back as a free bet if Man City beat Chelsea. Applies to all markets. The maximum free bet is £10. It only applies online. The qualifying bet is the first bet placed on this match before the game. Step by step, place your bets, wait for them to settle. If Man City beat Chelsea, and they are big favourites to beat Chelsea, it's not guaranteed, but they are favourites to beat Chelsea, then you get your money back as a free bet up to £10. So just read the terms and conditions. This is very important. A lot of these qualifying bets have certain odds restrictions, etc. On this one, it doesn't really make any difference. It just tells us we have to place a bet on the market, but some of them can have minimum odds of 1.52, even odds, etc. So you just have to read the terms and conditions. So on this occasion, we're obviously going to bet against Man City. So we're wanting the bet to lose to get the free bet. So we're going to put a bet on Chelsea or a draw, basically. So if we're going to bet on Chelsea, which is the highest odd outcome, the draw is lower odds than the Chelsea away win, then if that bet doesn't win and Man City beat Chelsea, we will get money back as a free bet up to £10. I'll just give an example of how it works. You can check this manually on the Paddy Power website to get the best odds. You can also check the betting exchanges, that would be Betfair and Smarkets. Just check to see who's got the best odds for the game and then lay against that bet. So I've done this earlier using the calculator that we've got through the Profit Maximizer website. Check the links in the video below, you'll see a link to that. Just guide you through it step by step. So we're going to place £10 on Chelsea. The odds at Paddy Power are 6.5. I've laid the bet at Smarkets Betting Exchange where the odds were 7.4. On the calculator, it's important that we enter qualifier and just click calculate. And what it's going to tell us is we have to lay £8.81 at the betting exchange. So we're going to bet against the bet that we place at Paddy Power at the betting exchange. No matter what happens, whether the bookmaker wins Paddy Power or the exchange bet wins, we're going to lose £1.38 or £1.37. Now we're going to place a bet on Chelsea, so we're hoping that Man City beat Chelsea, and then we'll get a £10 free bet. So in effect, we're risking £1.38 to get a £10 free bet off Paddy Power. The odds are in your favour. Man City are favourites. It doesn't always work out. You're going to win the bet, of course, because nobody can really predict football bets, although they're strong favourites. Even an unlikely victory for Chelsea, you're going to lose a very small amount of money. So that just gives you an example. You can do two or three of these a week with different bookmakers. Paddy Power quite often have this in big games, where if you bet on a certain team, they'll give you your money back if the other team doesn't win, etc. So just watch out for those offers that come up quite a lot. I'll give you an example. Looking at the exchange, obviously earlier on, when we backed Chelsea at Betfair, the odds against Chelsea, we're going to back against Chelsea because we're going to back them at Paddy Power. So we want to back against them, we want to lay the bet. So it's 7.4. That's the odds. Always make sure you change it to decimal odds at the bookmakers. It's a lot easier if you're working out this, okay? So it's 7.4. Check Markets at the same time, and they were the same odds, 7.4. You will find they're quite similar. Depending on the markets, they can change very, very slightly. It's worth checking both of them. Smarkets is 2% commission. Betfair, depending on your account, will be between 2 and 5%. So on this occasion, I laid it at Smarkets, which is a 2% commission. As I said, just follow the calculator. It's going to tell us that the bet is going to lose £1.38 maximum, but if Man City beat Chelsea, they'll get a free £10 bet with Paddy Power. So you're effectively risking £1.38 to get a £10 free bet. Then you can obviously lay that bet, maybe win £7 or £8. That's just the way it works. Another example of a low risk offer is with GentingBet, another bookmaker. They have another offer on this game, Man City versus Chelsea. £10 bet. Minimum odds on this one are 1 to 3 on, or 1.33 in decimals. So you place a bet on this fixture, Man City versus Chelsea, and you get £1 free bet for every goal scored. So again, you're going to place a very, very small qualifying bet that's going to give you a loss, very, very small loss, and every goal that's scored on this, you have the potential of getting £1 free bet for every goal. Now, I done this a couple of weeks ago in a Champions League game, and it was Chelsea against Ajax. I think I lost about 40 pence on the first bet, and the game was crazy. It ended up 4 each. So I got an £8 free bet, which is also a very, very good return on that particular offer. Average goals is probably going to be between 2 and 3 in most games. So to get 8 is exceptional. It does happen, but it's a very low risk offer. So an example for this one, we're just going to make sure we're above the minimum odds, which is 1.33. So we're going to bet £10 on Man City to beat Chelsea. We're then going to lay the bet, obviously, at the betting exchange, which would be Smarkets or Betfair. And I'll just give you an example of how that works. So we're going to put £10 in the calculator. The back odds are 1.44. I've already checked the odds at Smarkets and they're 1.55. Okay, so there's a difference. They're not great odds. You usually want them to be closer than that, but it just gives you an example. The commission is 2%. Let's click calculate, and it's going to tell us that on this bet we're going to lose 78 pence either way. So it doesn't matter if Man City or Chelsea win, this bet overall is going to lose 78 pence. Basically, one goal puts you about level. So if there's one goal in the game, Man City win 1-0, you're going to get £1 free bet from GentingBet, which is more or less going to cover the 78 pence loss, obviously, on that. So we're really hoping for a high scoring game. Let's say it's 3-2 to Man City, you'll get a £5 free bet. So just another example, very, very easy to place these bets, they're very low risk. You can get quite lucky with them. Another thing to consider is sometimes when they have these offers, they will offer you casino spins. So they'll give you 10 or 20 free spins at the casino on the betting sites. Be careful with these offers. Sometimes they require wagering requirements, which basically means you might win £3 or £4 on the free spins, but sometimes you have to keep playing for 10 or 20 times the wagering requirement to actually withdraw the money. On these small bets, most of the time it's okay. You can just withdraw the money straight away and use the free spins, but I normally prefer to get free bets, £1 per goal, £1 per yellow card, £10 back maximum bet Paddy Power if Man City beat Chelsea. These bets are clearer and normally more profitable, but they do work. So I hope that guide's just shown you a very quick example of how to place very low risk, not risk free, because you're going to lose a very small amount on the first bet, but if everything goes your way, you're going to get a good return on these bets.